Hello there, everybody. This is Ed with the Blue Engine, and welcome to, well, I guess you would call it the final, for now, Q&A live stream because of Hangouts shutting down for some reason. I don't know. My driver tells me some strange things sometimes. Anyways, here I am joined by Arthur.
Hello there.
And let's see, who else do we have? Wait, who is... Why does that whistle sound strangely familiar?
Well, isn't it the old teapot Edward? Long time no see.
Oh, 98462. What a pleasure.
It's Alfred, if you don't mind.
Well, I'm afraid to say this, but I'm afraid I still can't call you by your name because of the things you've done that disgraced who you are named after. But, anyways...
Indeed.
I see that we have someone else here, but who is he?
I've been away from Sodor for so long. I don't know this. Midnight Ginty or Ginty. I seen Ginties on the other railway, but I never seen one quite like him before.
I'm Nicholas. I'm from the Somerset and Dorset Joint Railway.
Oh yeah, that's a nice place to go by. I think I might have seen you from time to time, Nick.
Oh yeah.
Pah! I prefer the old-fashioned LNER.
Oh, Pa. I mean, after all, the LMS railway used to cover most of Great Britain. You only were a tiny speck, Alfred.
Watch yourself, LMS boy. Otherwise, this LNER engine will teach you the ways of how we run.
I mean, you do know for a fact that I'm LMS too. And to be fair, the LNER and GWR did have like a fair amount of territory, whilst the Southern only had a small portion.
Yeah.
I was from the Furnace Railway.
Huh. Wasn't that absorbed into the LMS?
Well, maybe. I don't really know. I haven't really been there in a long time. Not since I came to Sodor in 1915, so maybe a lot's changed since I left, I don't know.
I see, and wait a minute. What are these cameras doing in our faces?
This is a live stream, Alfred. Or
a
98462.
A live what?
A live stream. It's basically where you record something live and you'd get to talk to people. In fact, they are watching right now.
I see a bunch of people commenting and asking some questions. What's the point of all this? I don't understand. I've been on the LNER.
I think these are to interview us to see what they want to know about us.
Also, I see that the title is called Final Thomas and Friends Q&A. Why is it called that?
I think it's mostly because, well, I believe I just said this earlier in the stream, but in case you haven't heard, it's the streaming service that it's being broadcasted on, Google Hangouts, is going to be shutting down next month. So, yeah.
And by next month, meeting on the 1st, which is like 2 days away.
Oh. Yes, that's correct.
Indeed. Well, since while we're here, and since this is the last live stream, as you guys call it, maybe I should help answer a few questions. So, how does this work precisely?
Well, you just pick a question someone's asked you, and you answer them.
I see. Delilah02 says, I thought I was dead. Okay, okay. I mean, my driver showed me some fan series, and I admit everyone calls me by by my number nowadays because of how I was back then. But I assure you, I'm alive and well.
Hmm.
Of course. And there's another question for you, Alfred, from Geo the Avatar Creature. Alfred, why were you in 87546 so mean to Henry?
Because Henry was the odd one out. Croven's design was fully custom made, but however, at least he didn't break down all the time. As for Henry, however, a mixture of a GNRC one and an LNERA one Pacific. Honestly, what a weird looking design. I mean, seriously, in his shape, it looked ugly.
Well, that's still no reason for you to be rude to him, and besides, you do know that's not polite, correct? And even then, I'll have you know that Henry was rebuilt into a better shape over the years.
Oh yes, the locomotives that people call these on the wiki, I think called LMS Black Fives.
Of
A, a total disgrace, if you ask me.
It is not a disgrace, Alfred.
It doesn't matter if Henry has an old shape or a new shape. He was still that failure when we first met.
Well, he's now a fully functional engine. In fact, I was the one who shunted him into crew works.
Oh, really?
Yeah, back in the days when I worked on the LMS, I was working in crew for a while, and in fact, I was told to shunt an engine into the works.
Oh,
That engine was in fact Henry.
blah, blah, blah. Yep. Do you ever stop talking? Alfred, come on, man. Come on. Be nice to these engines. For once in your life, can you just be nice? I mean, after all, so Tom did invite us to do this. He did bring it back for a trial, after all. Very well, driver. I'll try to be nice to you, engines.
All right. Oh, and Arthur, I think there's a question for you as well.
All right.
This one's from Dylan Vo. To Arthur, which part of Sodor do you like working besides the fishing village?
I would probably say somewhere close to the sea, somewhere like the Little Western or the Brendan Branch. I just love the salty sea air. It really fills me up.
Speaking of salty, am I correct that you have during my absence you have gathered diesels on this railway?
Oh yes, I think I remember. I think I remember being friends with a diesel named Salty. He's a really nice chap.
Yes, but my driver showed me this railway book of a certain diesel coming here and causing trouble.
All right, I admit our first time having diesels here didn't go exactly as we hoped, but a lot has changed since then.
And I can tell. By the way, just by curiosity, what was the diesel engine's name? The first one that came here. What was his name?
Well, I'm not entirely sure he has a name, but we all just called him Diesel because, well,
Diesel? Huh. How original.
yes, I know it's not the best name, but what else were we supposed to call him? Jeffrey?
Wait,
Jeffrey?
wait.
Who's Jeffrey?
That's what I was gonna say.
Well, maybe you should talk a little faster. Alfred! Sorry. As the old saying goes, old habits die hard.
Anyways, to Arthur, how many spotless records have you been holding lately? This one was from Melissa Taverner.
Spotless records? There's no such thing.
There is too such a thing. We all know he's had them on the minis railway. I mean, just anyway. I have one, two. That time where Percy crashed some trucks into me. Okay, I don't know, about 20. Why did I even come to this railway?
Oh, it's all right. These sorts of things happen all the time. I'm afraid so. But that doesn't. But sometimes. But that. Honestly, though, some engines aren't. Honestly, engines aren't really completely invulnerable to having accidents every now and then. Why, even I, who hadn't had an accident in years, will one day have an accident again.
I see what you mean. And hold the phone. There's something different about you, Edward. The last time I saw you.
Oh, really? I just got a new paint job. Thank you for noticing.
No, not the paint job. Paint job. What are those things on your face?
Oh, you mean my glasses? Thank you for noticing. Victor put them on me a few months ago. I look quite grand, don't you think?
Why on earth would any engine wear glasses? I don't wear glasses, and I'm an older engine.
Well,
We
there
have
are
an
some.
engine called Whiff.
Yeah, I was just about to say, there is an engine called Whiff, and he wears glasses.
Whiff? What kind of ridiculous name is that?
It's not a ridiculous name. And if it makes you feel better, Alfred, Whiff is actually a northeastern railway design, meaning he was built for the LNER, if that makes you feel better.
Wait a minute. Is he that engine, that small little tank engine that likes to work in the waste dump? I should know because back on the LNER, that's all that one engine ever talks about. Don't tell me it's that same engine.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is 8759462.
Don't you dare compare me to my comrade. You're lucky he's not here.
All right. Very well then.
I tell you, Edward, I have to say, for an old engine, you nearly and almost forgot my number. And I hate to say, hey, you're about to lose your memory soon. Alfred, what?
Says the one who's stuttering.
Oh, well, I beg your pardon.
All right. Anyways, moving on from that, I see a question for me from Thomas Fan 123 to Edward. Why did Sir Topham Hatt the First keep 98462 until 1925 if he was so rude? And to 98462, the barrel spreader also wears glasses. Well, unfortunately, here's the thing about the first question. Our fan controller, he wasn't really pleased with 98462's actions, but he tried giving him second chances, as we did, but he ended up failing them many times, and the fan controller was eventually fed up with them, and so he sent him away in 1925. Until, of course, he was eventually privatized by a private owner, much like Crovin.
Well, here's the thing. After the LNER shut down, sadly, even though although I still think it's a lot more better. Technically, I was sent to work. I was sent to a heritage railway to a place that has these strange blue flowers. What's that place called?
I believe it's called the Bluebell Railway. I believe a tank engine named Stepney told me about it.
Oh, Stepney? Why would they name an engine named after a girl? Seriously.
No. It's Stephanie. Not Stephanie. Stephanie.
Say it, don't spray it.
Well, sorry.
Anyway, anyway, the Heritage Railway is a nice place, I have to say. I mean, at least they did save me from being scrapped. As for 87546, however, I'm pretty certain he's still around somewhere. In fact, my driver texts his driver all the time, saying that he's still around somewhere.
Very well then.
I'm curious. Is there any questions from me? I mean, it seems a few of you have already had some questions. I only remember only
I
having.
think I see one for you, Alfred. It's
Oh.
from Island of Sodor Films 2019 2.0. Have you ever met Harry? He is also a B12 painted green.
Ah, Harry, my brother. Yes, I have seen him. Him. Although I don't know why he acts like you agents, kind, polite, right? I mean, with all due respect, being polite and nice is okay and all, but there are times we put down an iron wheel and do what's necessary.
Well, unfortunately, that is sort of true. I mean, not everything can be solved by kindness and peace, but that doesn't mean we have to do it 24/7, if you know what I'm saying.
I see. Anyway, this girl named Melissa Taverna, did I say that name correct? I think so.
Yeah.
Anyway, she has to Edward. Do you love playing hunt the do you love playing hunt the truck? What kind of game is that?
Oh, that's a game that Bill and Ben have invented in Brendan Docks. They always like to hide trucks from me that I'm supposed to take.
Who and who? I'm sorry, but there's some engines here that I have no idea who the heck they are.
Bill and Ben, they're two tank engine twins who work at the China Clay Works down at my branch line. They
Wait a
mean well, but sometimes they can be a bit too cheeky for their own good.
Wait a minute. Little tank engine. I'm curious. Do those two have another pair? Is there like another pair that looks similar to them?
Oh, you mean Alfred and Judy? Yes.
I can't believe I can't believe there's one named after me.
Well, I don't know for certain if one of them is named after you. I think it's just a coincidence that you two share the same name.
Well, it is quite an amazing name, you ask me.
Oh, put a sock in it. Arthur is better. Arthur, named after King Arthur himself.
Oh, brother, don't you start.
I beg your pardon, but in case you've forgotten, I was named after Sir Alfred R. Dormington, the famous designer of the LNER, and King Alfred the Great, too, of course.
That is until Sir Topham Hatt took away your name and decided to renumber you as 98462.
That was a big mistake that they put on me. Oh, come on, Alfred, you deserved it and you knew it, and you know it. Ugh, why do you always stand up for these engines? You're always the same driver. You're always put a piece of coal in it, or I'll do it for you. Be polite. Sheesh, you need to learn some manners. Sheesh. I know that you're like the last of your kind, but still, last of my kind indeed. And actually, believe it or not, there's actually one in the museum, in a railway museum in York right now. My dear sister, Esther, though I don't remember her name. I haven't even seen her before, but I know, but because my driver showed me a magazine about it.
I see.
No, I'm surprised I haven't gotten any questions so far.
Well, I did find one question for Arthur. Arthur, are you still there?
Oh, yeah.
This one's from NASCAR 221. To Arthur, have you met Belle yet?
Ah, yes, Belle. Oh, she's a good engine. I mean, I question about her water cannons, but she's a very good engine. I mean,
Whoa,
No, no.
whoa. Water cannons?
Yes, she's a fire engine. She works for the Sodor Search and Rescue Center and responds to any fires on the railway or nearby.
How long have I been away from this accursed island?
I don't know, several decades?
Hmm.
Alright, let's see. What else is there? Does anybody else want to read any questions?
Let's see. Nate Train 98 says to Edward, if Philip works at NAFTA if Philip works at NAFTA, then why does he live at Wellsworth? Okay, who's Philip?
Philip is a diesel box cab who is very energetic and loves talking to new engines. And to answer your question about why he lives at Wellsworth, simply because the sheds at Knapford were too full for him, so he and I sleep there, usually, at Wellsworth.
You know, come to think of it, I remember seeing you in the railway story, or it's called in fact, the first story called The Three Railway Engines.
Yes, and you were there too, remember?
Oh yes. However, however, I was hardly even mentioned or even said a word in those stories.
Well, you were at least given an illustration, weren't you?
True. Though then again, right after the three railway engines, then appeared a certain blue tank engine known as Thomas came along.
Oh, yes. He's a very good engine, that Thomas.
I'm curious, has Thomas always been blue, or?
Well, not exactly. When he first came to Sodor, I remember seeing him painted in LBSCR green. It was an experimental livery, don't judge him. But ever since being owned by the Northwestern Railway, he has been painted in NWR blue, and he likes it very much.
I see. Oh, in fact, there's a question here for Nicholas. Geo the avatar creature as to Nicholas. Have you ever been somewhere on Sodor that you haven't been to yet? Like where?
I think he's muted.
For Eleni sakes. Get with the program. I'll come back to that question later when he comes back.
All right.
Anyway, let's see. Nate Train 98
Oh,
says,
hello there, Gordon.
what the Gordon.
Alfred.
Long time no see, old boy. Sure, I see you haven't changed much.
Hasn't been long enough.
Well, it's still a pleasure to see you again, Gordon. What brings you here?
Good strains, Edward.
Ah, I see. And how have they been getting along?
Troublesome, to say the least.
Oh, it's so funny, Gordon. Knowing that the prototype of Sir Nigel Gresley's greatest creation, pulling goods train instead of passengers. I mean, yes, some LNRs pull goods trains, but those are mostly tank engines.
At least I'm not snobbish enough to deny that work.
Ha!
Darn.
I prefer.
How dare you are, Nicholas? Where have you been?
Oh, sorry, my driver had to, use the restroom real quick.
Oh, all right then. I believe there was a question for you earlier.
Oh, really? What's that?
This one. Oh, sorry.
No. Alfred, let Edward driver take care of that. Fine.
All right then, driver, do you want to read us out then, since Alfred's driver offered it? All right, sure. This one's from Geo the Avatar Creature. To Nicholas. Have you ever been somewhere on Sodor that you haven't been yet?
I guess I've never been to Great Waterton, and I guess possibly the clay pits.
Wait a minute. Great Waterton? That name sounds oddly familiar.
Oh, have you heard before?
Yes, yes, my driver and fireman read me some old books about this place called Great Waterton. As far as I knew, that some of my and not only that, a few of my LNR brethren used to work there until the people left after the water supply was dangerously low and everyone left it.
I see. Well, I'll have you know that Great Waterton has been restored a long time ago.
I should check that place out. I heard many places about it, but I have not been there yet.
Oh, and Gordon, I think there's a question for you too.
Is there?
Yes, Gordon. This one's from Geo the Avatar Creature, by the way. Would you imagine Sodor without any goods trains?
It would probably be the worst away in existence.
Oh, yes, I'd have to agree. Sometimes goods trains can be troublesome, but without them, the economy would collapse instantly.
We wouldn't get parts for maintenance. We wouldn't get... people would not get food to eat or water to drink.
Oh, yeah.
No, I can't imagine Sodor without goods trains. Even though I detest them, they are extremely needed.
And also, some engines do have to take them nonetheless.
For once in my life, I have to agree with Gordon on this one. As much as I
Was
hate...
there a first time, Alfred?
Don't push yourself.
And also, there's a question for all of us from Delia02. To everyone, do you know the way?
No.
What?
The indignity.
Where are we going?
I don't get this at all. I'm sorry, but is this like a reference to something that I don't know about?
Well,
It is.
yeah, my driver tells me that that's something called a dead meme or something. I don't know.
Oh, I see a question for Alfred.
What's
It's
that?
from Dylan Vo, and it says, "Hey Alfred, question. I'm sending this to waste your time. XD."
Oh,
my.
Dylan, if I ever see you, I'm gonna come over there and shut you.
Okay.
All right. Moving on.
Alfred, very nice. Besides, it was a little joke. Not to me, it wasn't. It was insulting. Wait a minute. There's a question here for both me and Gordon from B and M Steam Productions to Gordon and Alfred. When will you two settle this hatred of yours for the LNR's sake? Never. There's my answer.
Alfred, why are you angry with me?
Is it obvious, Gordon? Well then, when you first came to Sodor, I have hoped that you would help me out of this my misery. But then after you did a good job with the Express, so Tom Hand decided to let you become the railway's number 4. I was hoping to become part of the rail, but I never got the chance.
And I have been trying to find out a way to get you on this railway.
And look where that turned me up into. Me and my friend were sent away. Were sent away because of you of you engines. Plus
You, you,
plus that certain red engine that was also with you.
you
He
were being,
has a name.
you were being nasty and rude, 9462.
I'm curious. The red engine that's here today, is he that same one that was here before, or is he someone different?
Well,
He's different.
yes, I believe that he goes by many names. Winston, Eagle, or just the Red Engine.
What kind of name is Eagle? Sounds like an engine named after a bird.
Are you sure it's not just the engine we know as James?
No, James wasn't even around on Sodor when 9462 and 87546 were sent away.
Ah, I see.
Yes.
Yeah, yes. In fact, I remember him, and I remember him because I saw him try to push out a certain train who was afraid of a few drops of rain.
If you'll excuse me, everybody, I need to go pull this goods train now. Alfred, I'm keeping an eye on you.
All right. Goodbye, Gordon. It was nice having you.
Garbing blue sausage. Gordon!
I heard that!
Gordon, please, Alfred, can you learn to be nice just for a change? Why? There's hardly anyone ever being nice to me. You're not giving them a chance. And no wonder. Now I'm starting to realize why everyone here doesn't like you. Ha! You know, Alfred, if you don't change your ways for this live stream and try to be a little nice, I'm going to form the manager and have you be shut up in the shed for 2 months if you don't change your act. And I know how much you'll like being bored. Fine, I'll try to be nice.
All right. Let's see. Are there any more questions for us?
Let's see.
Nothing for me yet, but I can wait.
Let's see. What the? Narrow gauge railway? An engine named Falcon? Now also handle? What is this name Train 98 talking about?
Well, a long time ago, there was a railway called the Mid-Sodor Railway that was narrow gauge, and I remember there being 3 engines who were working on it by the time it closed down. Their names were Stuart, Duke, and Falcon. Duke was unfortunately unable to be bought by anyone, so he was sheeted up in his shed, waiting to be rediscovered until decades later. Stuart and Falcon, on the other hand, were bought by the Skarloey Railway, and their names were changed to Sir Handel and Peter Sam, respectively.
I see. I'm curious. This Duke character. I heard that name somewhere before while in the museum. While I was visiting the museum one time, I even saw, and possibly I might saw one that looked a bit like him. I forgot what his name was. I forgot what his name was. All I know was I think he was like a I think he was either green or blue. I don't remember.
Oh?
Oh no, a driver. Is that the engine that looks similar to Duke? Why yes it was. Why yes it was Alfred. Alfred. I don't remember his name either, but he was quite polite.
I see.
I'm curious. Is Duke even? Is there two? Is there like two of them left of Duke's class? No.
Oh, Gordon's back.
Gordon? Who's Gordon?
Oh, no. Wait, I'm sorry. What are those? Why are those? I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I need to get my glasses checked. I think it's. Whoa. Hold on a second. Who are you? I don't think I've seen you before.
Yes, quite. I'm a new engine on Sodor.
Okay, what's your name?
My name is Jeffrey.
What?
Oh.
What?
Oh, really?
Wait a minute, Jeffrey. You're that engine that I've been hearing about. Where the goes Jeffrey. Jeffrey.
Yes, quite.
Oh, well, it's a pleasure to meet you then. I'm Edward, and this is Nicholas, Arthur, and 9462, or as he prefers to be called, Alfred.
It's a pleasure to meet you all.
Yes, quite so.
I never seen a member of your class before. What kind of engine are you?
I'm basically a prototype.
Oh, really?
Yes. Although my class doesn't really come to mind at the moment.
Actually, I think I've seen your class before.
Oh?
It was practically part of the LNER. The class was known as the Robinson 04. From what I heard,
That's it.
they were
Wait a
built
minute.
by the Great Central Railway and even built for the War Department during the First World War.
Wait a minute, Robinson 04s? I remember now. I think I remember seeing a female version of you somewhere. She was a visiting engine. She only came and went pulling a passenger train across the United Kingdom. But I do admire her class. Your shape reminds me of her.
Yes, quite. I remember her.
Huh. Alrighty then. So, I think I have a question for you, Jeffrey.
Oh, and what is it?
This one's from Geo the Avatar Creature. To Jeffrey, how did you react when Thomas told the false story about you?
I was not very happy. Although I was surprised he actually remembered me.
Wait,
Remember you?
remembered you? Are you implying that you've met him before?
It was back during my hoodlum days.
Oh. I see.
I played a nasty prank on his friend Percy.
Oh.
Why would you do that?
I don't know. But I've changed my ways since then.
Hold on a sec, did I hear Percy's whistle just now?
I don't think so. I didn't hear anything.
A high-pitched whistle? Who else would it be?
Probably James.
No, I've heard James's whistle before, and that does not sound like James's whistle.
That whistle is too high-pitched. It's for my liking.
Well, maybe it could have been that red engine you mentioned.
Okay. Now I just heard Henry's whistle. No, I'll never forget that one.
What's going on?
Must be some trains passing back and forth, pulling passenger goods trains.
I guess that might be the logical reason.
Yeah.
Indeed.
It says here To everyone from Island of Sodor Films 2019 2.0. To everyone, have you heard about Area 51?
You mean that government place in the U.S. Where they keep aliens, alien stuff? If you
Can't say I have.
to
That's
be
just
honest,
that's just
I'll
a
find it.
that is just a rumor, 98462. And yes, I have heard of it. It's an American base in the US, and I don't know what really goes on there, but I don't think it's any of my business to know.
I wouldn't even want to know.
To be honest, I think it's all a joke to me.
Yes, quite. I'm gonna have to agree with Alfred.
I'm starting to like this engine already. Wait, what did I just say?
Don't get used to it, Alfred. I know your history.
So you heard of me then?
Why
Well,
wouldn't I?
well, let's face it, there's not a living soul that doesn't know about your history, Alfred.
Yeah, quite an abomination to the LNER.
In fact, my company has an engine that you enlisted for help.
I see. Nate Trang 98 is asking Edward, if you could, would you join Thomas on on any of his worldwide travels? Thomas travels the world now.
Well, yes, but I mean, if I ever hold on. I think if I ever did want to go there, I would probably want to enjoy going to Australia, but I don't know if I'm capable of traveling myself, considering my age and all.
Yes, quite. I would much rather stay here on Sodor or either on the mainland.
All right, suit yourself.
Hello, everyone.
Oh, hello,
Hello.
Henry.
Hello, Henry.
Alfred? What are you doing here?
Henry, long time no see.
I thought you had sent away disgrace. But
I was for years. I was sent, but after the diesel population took over, I was sent to the Heritage Railway on the Bluebell Railway. So Tom had asked me to come back here for some kind of purpose. Why? I don't know. Must be because of this live stream.
Calm down, Henry. We're watching him carefully.
okay. Thank you, I guess. Just behave yourself, Alfred.
Don't worry. Don't worry. That's why I'm here to keep an eye on Alfred and to remind the coolie to watch his temper. Yes, whatever, driver.
You know, now that I think about it, that's kind of like a probation officer.
Well, I used to work for the police force. I used to work at a place called Railgate. Don't remind me of that place.
Did you say Railgate?
Yes, I used to work there as a security guard. However, I retired at a young age, and I became an engine driver instead. And technically, I decided to work with a stubborn engine who hopefully to one day changes his ways, and that's why I'm here today.
Do you still work there from time to time?
I visit there once in a while, but I visit there once in a while to see what's going on. In fact, the latest one I ran into was a certain black tender engine number 15. I forgot what his class was. But as far as I know, he was in trouble due to something something that happened during the war.
Huh.
I see.
Well, whatever he did, I think he deserves it. I mean, seriously, whatever he did during the war, it must have been really awful.
Well, in any case, this one is from Nate Train 98. To Alfred, how does it feel to know that a certain blue tank engine is more famous than you?
Ugh. If you ask me, your friend Thomas has way too much spotlight in his in all those stories he's in. Too much spotlight. I think they call him a star, a blue star billing.
Don't you dare say that last
No.
word.
Yes, this is a PG stream, 98462.
Alfred.
Oh, potato, tomato.
Oh, the indignity of Sir Nigel Gressley.
Anyway, as I was about to say before I was cut off from my end, to your driver, you said you visit Railgate from time to time, right?
Indeed.
Have you seen an engine named Peter there?
Wait, that was his name? Number 15?
Yes.
Why, yes. He's still there. However, I've heard he'll be leaving in a few days on good behavior.
I hope so. Us on my company, it sure does miss him.
Wait a minute. You know this Peter?
Yes, he was a heavy goods engine that worked on this island for my with my friends on our railway.
Oh,
In fact, 3 of your engines were actually part of that company before we merged.
Oh, really?
What were their names? They all started with D's. One of them was one of them had a rectangular face. I knew that much.
A rectangle face? I don't know who.
What was his name? Daniel, Dennis, Diesel. That's him.
Wait, Diesel? You mean that big black weasel, the one that caused a lot of trouble here when he first came to the railway?
Yes, that's him.
Huh. I don't think I've heard of this.
I don't think you would have, Edward.
It must be. I guess I wasn't around as much. I was mostly on the mainland most of the time. But anyway, moving on.
What were the other 2? I know that they were twins. All I know is that they were twins.
Wait a minute. Benjamin Beers says to Edward, tell Don and Douglas I said hi. Those are names.
Donald and Douglas. Yes, that's their names.
And also, the username is Benjamin Bierce, I think.
Interesting.
Well, we'll tell Donald and Douglas you said hi.
Yes, quite.
Wait a minute. I think I heard a story about one of those 2 smashing a brake van.
We don't talk about Dominic.
Dominic? Is that?
I mean the spiteful brake van.
Yes. He wasn't very much of a good story for poor Douglas.
Yeah.
For different reasons, honestly.
To be quite honest.
Anyways.
Oh.
Anyways, moving on from that, I think there's another question from Decepticon Blitzwing. To everyone, have you ever heard of the Andrew Lloyd Webber musical Starlight Express?
Never heard of it.
Nope.
No, I don't.
I think I vaguely remember hearing about it from my driver, but I don't think I've ever seen it.
I hate to say, but I never heard of that. I never heard of it before. I mean, I heard music many times, even some music from the US, but I never heard of that group. In
Well,
fact, in
well,
fact, in,
well,
in fact
I think Starlight Express might actually be the name of a play.
oh, name of a play.
Yeah, I've
Yeah.
never really seen it myself, but it sounds really interesting. In fact, I've even heard that the actors who are in that play, they dress up as steam engines and diesels.
You know, it's
So
very hard
they're
to believe.
impersonators.
I'm sorry?
So they're impersonators.
Well, not quite. They're just costumes for the play.
Ah, I
You
see.
And they
know,
also dance on roller skates too, interestingly enough.
roller skates. I mean, I've seen magazines of plays being on ice skates, but roller skates.
I
I
guess that I guess that's supposed to mimic how we engines have wheels to move around and stuff.
I see. Although, believe it or not, my Jared told me that he has a cousin that lives in New York who's actually part of some kind of Broadway musical. What's that called again? Oh, that's called The Lion King. Oh, and,
Oh, really?
and indeed, my cousin was one of the best. He played multiple characters, but the best character he said he liked to play was was this was his puppet was his bird puppet, a bird puppet.
Oh, I think maybe his name is Zazu?
Yes, that's it. Kazoo No, Alfred. What? What? Zazu is the name of the bird from the Lion King Broadway, based on the original Disney movie. Although, believe it or not, I also went to see the new Lion King movie last week. I won't spoil anything for the viewers out there, but all I can say is the movie is quite fantastic.
Ah, I
I
see.
never, I never actually seen a movie in a long time. But back in the mainland, there used to be some drive-in movie theaters, but they shut all them down due to what's it called? Revolutionizing or something like that.
I think it's modernization.
I was surprised if your railway even had a drive-in movie theater.
Well, no, we don't, sadly, but perhaps one day.
I see. What the? Delilah O2 as to Alfred and Jeffrey. Have you heard of Diesel 10? Who is he?
Oh,
Oh,
Diesel.
he,
Go ahead, Go ahead, Arthur.
he's a big bad diesel engine with a robotic claw on his head. Oh, gives me the willies every time.
A
Oh,
claw
yes.
on his cab roof. Am I the only one who thinks that that's a terrible idea for an engine?
Merp, merp. I resent that.
Hello there, Diesel 10.
I have to say, hey, yes, my might look does look kind of weird.
And not only that, I heard somewhere that claw is an illegal modification on you.
It is, yes, but Sir Tom had decided to let me keep it while I'm here.
Oh,
Fair enough.
as long as you keep it to yourself.
Ha. Oh, come on, Henry, calm down. You know I've reformed, unlike a certain B12 right over there.
I beg your pardon. At least I'm trying.
Yeah, trying.
Well, anyways, aside from that, are there any more questions for us?
I wonder. To Benjamin asked to Arthur, do you know Gina?
Well, I did hear that Gina was a steam engine from Italy who joined the Great Railway Show in 2016, but I never really met her.
It's very hard to believe. I'm actually Italian. I'm actually Italian myself. Really? I never knew that from you, driver. There's a lot of things you don't know about me, Alfred.
Well, let's see.
Hmm.
Okay, this one's to Arthur. This one's from Decepticon Blitzwing, by the way. To Arthur. Did you know that in America there is a train known as the Produce Express because it transports fruits and vegetables?
Ooh, that actually sounds pretty interesting. Oh, well, wait, are you trying to... Oh, don't you even dare maybe think about that first incident of my spotless records?
Oh.
What first incident? You mean to tell me you had an incident with squashed fruit while you were here?
Yes, just don't
And
laugh.
also, speaking of which, Decepticon Blitzwing asks, and why did you not take a brake van? And also, why did you push the vans instead of pulling them?
Well, being tank engines, we're meant to pull trains backwards and forwards. As for not taking a brake van, that was basically Thomas's doing. He's meant to push the brake van for my train.
Oh.
Yes, quite. And as we all know, he's a little trickster sometimes. So from what I remember, he hid all the brake bands in the area.
I know Thomas for being a cheeky engine, but never once in my life did I ever see him as such a as an engine who would play a trick like a certain pair of Tegan twins that Edward told me about.
Oh,
You'll be
yes.
surprised, Alfred.
What?
It looks like I have two different questions.
All right.
The first one is from Nate Train 98. To Jeffrey, would you happen to have ever met an experimental engine on the mainland called Merlin? I indeed have. Very strange fellow.
Yes, I think I may have met him at one point too.
Very strange fellow, and quite frankly, he thinks he can go invisible. I didn't have the heart to tell him.
Invisible? No engine can go invisible.
Alfred, shut up.
Well, I mean, he isn't wrong, but still.
Anyway, and then the second one I have here is from RJ the Brave Engine. Jeffrey, have you ever met Rebecca? I don't think I have.
Well,
Wait, Rebecca. Wait, that name sounds oddly familiar. Wait a minute. Is she that big yellow engine? I remember because she once bumped into me by mistake.
yes, she was.
I haven't met her yet.
Well, she's a very kind engine, and I think she would really love to meet you someday.
Yes, quite. I'd like to meet her too.
I've already met her, and trust me, I was not very happy being bumped. It was an accident, Alfred. It was an accident, Alfred.
And besides, she has very bad brakes, and it's not her fault.
Yeah.
Oh, here's an interesting question for Henry.
Oh, yeah?
It says from Geo the Avatar Creature. Henry, have you ever met an engine by the name of Alice?
Alice, the C1 Atlantic. I remember her. She used to help me when I was back in my hybrid stage, as Alfred called it.
Oh.
Wait a minute. I also know Alice. technically the GNR and the is technically based on the LNER, and she was made by and she was built by Sir Nigel Glesley. I know her quite well. She's a kind engine. I have to say. You know, believe it or not, she's the only engine, and she was the only engine I never ever fought with for some weird reason. Must be because she's a girl or something.
So I'm sorry, everyone, but it sounds like I've got a dash.
Oh, all right.
Oh, all right.
Goodbye, goodbye, Jeffrey.
See you later.
Anytime.
Goodbye,
See you
Jeff.
later.
I'll
See you later.
see you all real soon.
See you, Jeffrey.
Well, he certainly was a nice engine, wasn't he?
Yeah.
I have to say, for some reason, you guys are starting to grow on me for some reason. Though don't expect this to last for long.
Dang it.
Yes. Ugh.
Anyway, Benjamin Bierce asks to Arthur, do you get annoyed when James says that he's the only red engine on Sodor? Wait a minute, James. Oh, wait. Is he that other engine that looks similar to the one they call Winston?
I believe it is. I think so. Anyway, to answer your question, it's basically I can sort of not really blame him for saying he's the only red engine, as my maroon burgundy can sometimes be misplaced as brown. But
I often hear
I don't
him.
mind that.
I often hear him bragging on how he's the first red engine on Sodor, but that is entirely true. I mean, there were red engines that existed on Sodor before James. I should know because I met one of them. Or two of them, rather. Oh no, wait, three of them. There were Scarlelli, Rheneas, and Glyn. That's all I can remember.
Oh yes, I remember them.
Wait, Glenn. I remember him. Is he that coffee pot engine?
Oh yes, and I believe he's actually preserved at Ulfstead Castle.
After all these years, he's still around.
Yes.
Very impressive.
Now then, are there any other questions for us?
Well, there's a question here for Henry from Thomas Fan 123. He asked to Henry, when were you when were you a hybrid? Weren't you technically also Gordon's half or stepbrother?
Well, half of my parts came from a C1 Atlantic, basically from Alice, and the other half was from Gordon, so I could say he's sort of my brother, but only half of it.
So, in other words, your half-brother, then?
Yeah. Well, until now, I'm now an LMS engine.
Alright. And this one's from Benjamin Bierce. To Edward, when did you get your glasses? Like I said a few months ago.
Wait, what the? That's funny. Who? Wait. Who's that?
Oh, it's Eric. Hello, Eric.
Hello, Edward. Am I in the right place?
Well, I think so. Wait, where are you? So what brings you here, Eric?
Well, I just saw Jeffrey here and I thought, well, maybe I could join in.
Ah. Well, I'm afraid Jeffrey is gone now, but you're more than welcome to stay with us for a while. If you wish.
Hooray!
Another LNER engine. Wait a minute. I've seen you around on the old railway.
Hello. My name's Eric.
My name is Alfred.
You're the same color as me. That must mean we're friends, right?
Eric, don't go near. Don't trust him as a friend. Just take that as my advice, please.
Oh, well, okay.
Thanks a lot, Henry.
Hey, you're the one being a judgmental engine, not like an experimental engines after all.
I wasn't being judgmental on Eric.
What's that? What does that mean? Judgmental.
Ugh.
It means jumping to conclusions before knowing the full facts, Eric.
What does that mean? Conclusion.
Eric, were you always were you always built with an empty smoke box?
Alfred! What?
Hey.
Oh,
Alfred, must you really behave like this?
I was only asking. There are certain questions you can ask, and some you cannot. It's not. I mean, I'm pretty certain that Eric here has his reasons why he's like this. Don't forget, not all engines are the same.
Exactly.
yeah. I suppose.
Anyway.
Anyways, aside from that, I think there's a question, two questions actually for Arthur. The first one is from Benjamin B.S. To Arthur, do you know Ashima?
Ashima? No, I don't think I've ever heard of an engine called Ashima.
I believe Ashima was a member of the Great Railway Show in 2016.
Oh, wait. I think I might have seen her when she was trying to find her way to that show. I always wondered why there was a pink engine.
Well, she was from India, so... yeah.
And
also, the other question for Arthur is from Decepticon Blitzwing. To Arthur, do you know the Duchess of Hamilton?
Oh, the Duchess! Oh, well, me and her haven't talked in ages. Oh, she's quite a beaut, she is. She's one of the only ones who never broke a spotless record.
Oh, I guess you could say you have designs on her.
Oh.
just don't tell Mallard.
Oh, it's all right. We won't say a thing. Anyways, there's a question for our new friend, Eric. Have you met Warrior? Because you and him seem to have a lot in common. Wait,
who is Warrior?
I'm gonna have to ask the same thing. Who's Warrior? I'm sorry. I don't think I have.
Well, it's all right. I don't think any of us know him either.
Actually, I do. I do.
I mean, I know there was a Class 52 hydraulic that was called Warrior, or I think it was called Western Warrior.
Well, I don't know that one, but I do know of a Warrior. Really, driver? How do you know? I used to watch these videos on YouTube a lot. Believe it or not, there's actually a tugboat named Warrior.
A tugboat? You mean like 10 cents?
What? Wait, you know 10 cents?
Yeah, he works at Knapford Harbor.
I see. Well, yes, just like 10 cents. In fact, Warrior is one of the Star Fleet. You and Eric have something in common.
We do?
Well, yes, you're both unique.
Whoa, we're unique. What does unique mean?
Well, it could be many things. In fact, one of them means that you both are clumsy. Alfred, I'm just being serious.
Well, just because it's the truth doesn't mean it's nice thing to say, Alfred.
What? Ouch.
Yes, sorry about that, Eric. He's
It's
not.
okay. No offense taken.
Yes.
Yes. Technically, arrogant warrior can be accident can cause a little, but deep down, they have good hearts.
Yeah.
In fact, in fact, before coming to drive you, Alfred, I haven't ran into a certain tugboat. I ran into a certain tugboat. Um, and I think one of you may know him, or if not, a certain railway tug named Top Hat.
Anyway, are there any more questions?
Well, I do know one that's from. I do know one from Benjamin B.S. to Alfred. Do you know Nia?
Nia? No, I have not.
No,
I believe I do.
I don't.
Well, Nia's an engine from Africa who basically joined Thomas on an adventure he had a long time ago, and when they came back to Sodor, Thomas told me that Nia was without a shed back in Africa, and I felt bad for her, so I let her have my old shed back at Timoth's Sheds instead, and she likes it there a lot.
Oh, very nice of you, Edward.
I must say,
Indeed.
Gordon didn't much like the change.
Why? Why didn't Gordon like it?
I suppose he doesn't really like change that often. Seen two of his old friends go from an old shed. But, change is good.
Oh,
I still don't like it. Oh, Gordon just passed by.
I heard him.
Indeed. Anyway, hold on. There's a question here from me. Nate Train, by Nate Train 98. Alfred, do you happen to know an engine named Molly? Who is Molly?
Oh, I know Molly.
Well,
Go ahead.
Well, I do know an engine called Molly. In fact, she occasionally works here on this railway from time to time. Have you met her before, Eric?
No, I mean, yes, I mean, maybe, I don't.
Pardon me for asking this, but why are your cheeks glowing red like that?
No reason.
Eric?
All right.
Okay. Me and Molly are kind of a item.
Oh, really?
Oh.
I see.
Hmm.
For me, I'm just happy to be single. To be honest, having a girlfriend is just not my cup of tea. You mean by that you mean by that because your attitude, no girl wants to go out with you. You had to bring that up, driver.
Huh. I mean, having a girlfriend is actually amazing.
Why? Why is that amazing?
I don't know. I guess because, like having someone that actually likes you that way.
Oh. Well,
Oh,
yeah.
and
I suppose.
also, I see a few questions for me. The first one is from Spaceboy34 Space Adventures. To Edward and Henry, do you two ever hang out together? Why, yes, we do.
Oh, yes, like right now, for instance.
Yes.
In fact,
And-
I remember a time we were building the Sodor airport and you two worked swimmingly together.
Oh, yes. And also, the other question for me is from Benjamin B.S. To Edward, tell Thomas I said hello. Alrighty.
How is that a question?
Hmm.
It's just something for us to do, I guess.
There's another question here for Edward from Thomas Fair 123. To Edward, isn't 10 cents one of the oldest friends of an hammerhead crane called Big Mickey, who works at Burnham Docks since he keeps Sodor in 1991? Oh,
Oh, yes, I think so. I do remember Big Mickey telling me about that.
I've been to the docks before, and I never once have I ever met Big Mickey.
Big Mickey?
No, not Big Mickey, as in Mickey Mouse.
Why would a mouse be big and his name Mickey? That doesn't make sense.
Oh, I give up.
Let's see.
Is it just by curiosity? Is there any other engines for Eric over here? It's been quite a while since we ever heard anything from Eric.
Oh, yes, I'd like a question, if I could.
I haven't got any questions in a long while.
Well,
Wow, Alfred, I'm quite impressed. You thought of someone else than yourself.
I do see a question for all of us. This one is from Decepticon Blitzwing. To everyone, do you know Tornado? He had a rap battle with Scotsman and lost in a race against a car from London to Edinburgh. Yes, I know Tornado.
What is a rap battle? You don't want to know. Alfred, you don't want to know.
Well, I do. I have seen a few of them, and some of them are, they're not really my thing, but there are a few that are okay at best.
Yo, I'm gonna beat my next opponent.
All right.
Duh. What's a rap battle?
I see. But anyway, Tornado. I've heard about him. He's the new Elenia A1 peppercorn.
Yes, I think he was built around 2008 or so.
Oh yes, now I remember. Remember him? I heard stories about Tornado. In fact, it's for a recently new built engine. I have to say, hey, he looks absolutely he looks absolutely great, especially in his livery.
Oh yes. And I think there's finally a question for Eric.
Oh, okay.
This one is from Thomas Fan 123. Eric, what engine class are you actually? No offense.
I don't remember.
I think you are a Elenia V1 or V3.
Oh, that's probably it.
That sounds about right.
Why are there seagulls? I hear gulls. Pretty birds.
Must be some seagulls flying past.
Ooh, pretty.
You know what that reminds me of?
What?
Remember that one time when a seagull stole the Fat Controller's bag of chips?
Oh,
Yes.
yes.
I think you
Hey,
was
trust me,
thinking nearly all day.
What the? Some guy, Spaceboy 34 Space Adventures said.
Oh no! Wait a minute, Alfred! Look out!
What? Oh!
What happened?
Alfred, don't look now, but there's
I
Starting
know.
to look like an iced cake.
Oh, gross!
Oh, the indignity of the LNER.
Oh dear.
Well,
Oh,
that was a
my.
pretty picture.
Well, I
Oh,
guess now I know why those seagulls were flying past us earlier.
I swear, driver, you better clean me up before Gordon gets here. I swear, if you see me like this, I
Too
won't hear any.
late.
Oh, the indignity.
That's my line.
Who cares?
All right. Anyways,
Are there any questions for me?
Actually, yes, Nick. There are two questions for you. Nick, from Nick Train 98, which job do you enjoy doing the most?
Goods work. I just like pulling trucks.
Really? That's it?
Yeah, I like pulling goods trains because you get to see every kind of truck you never get to see, like flatbeds, box vans, open wagons, tankers.
So
and,
basically, you like doing goods work because you never know what you're gonna get?
Yeah, pretty much.
and they don't bother you one bit,
Nope,
don't they?
nope.
Hmm.
I
That's
see.
surprising, actually.
Hmm.
All right, and you said there was another question for me.
Oh, yes. From Geo the Avatar Creature. Nicholas, what's the most famous branch line on Sodor?
I have to say
It's
Thomas.
mine. Normby.
Oh,
I honestly can't say. I guess Thomas and Arthur's branch lines.
Yes.
Hmm.
It doesn't have to be about you. Zeesh.
I figured I support a fellow Midland engine.
I see. Okay. Well, there's one more question here for me. To Eric from Spaceboy 34 Space Adventures. Okay, first of all, shorten that name. I don't know. And second, it says to Eric, do you think Thomas has a crush on Lady or Kate? Oh, I know Kate. She's very sweet.
Kate?
Who's
Yeah.
Kate?
Lady.
Oh,
Wait, lady. You mean to tell me that the same engine that Diesel 10, yeah, man, that Diesel 10 tried to hunt down before?
It was a long time ago. I learned my lesson after that.
Oh, you're still here. Yeah, you've been quiet for quite some time.
That's because no one bothered to ask me any questions while I was here.
We didn't know you were here.
Yeah, indeed. Like I said, you were quiet for who knows how long.
Uh-oh.
Pretty much. How long
They're
has?
making another pass. Those goals are making another pass.
Oh boy.
Oh.
This time, I mean,
Oh.
this time,
What happened?
They got me.
Oh.
Alfred, you might want to duck and cover.
I'm in my luckily, I found a little shed nearby. So I'm
Are you
safe.
sure about that? Because I see one that just swooped in and landed on your boiler.
Oh no.
Oh, and I thought Judy and Jerome got it worse from when they were at Allsburg Harbor.
Oh, for heaven's
Oh.
sakes. It's time to really see these flying rats.
Whoa. That was a loud whistle.
Finest whistles of the LNER. of course, you're part of it too. So you should try using it. You try using it more often.
Oh, okay. Oh, sorry, I don't really blow my whistle that often.
Yeah. We're advice. When Alfred says something, don't repeat what he says.
Oh,
Take
sorry.
take the fun out of it. Why don't you?
Oh, sorry.
It's all right, Eric.
Well, what time is it?
I don't know. It's well, just by the clock, it's like 6:36.
Oh,
Well, I wonder how long the stream's gonna keep going for, because I think we all need to head back to work eventually.
Well, and we'll try asking one question for each of us. In fact, here's one for Detail 10. Finally, Nate Train 98. Detail 10. Have you ever done any track maintenance with Pinchy? Wait, Pinchy? Who's Pinchy? Pinchy is the name of my claw. And yes, I have.
you named your claw?
Yes, I named my claw. Don't. I swear, if you laugh, I'm going to.
I'm not laughing. I'm not laughing. I'm not laughing.
You better not. I'm in a bad mood. I'm in a bad mood. Enough as it is. Oh, and why is that? Yeah, I heard from my driver saying there's gonna be a thunderstorm later tonight. I need to get back. I need to get back to the dealer works before it starts. I see. Well, anyway, we'll try to hurry this up as much as we can. So, Ed already had his questions. So, uh, here's one for you, Edward. From Benjamin.
Oh?
To Edward. Do you remember the time when you saved Trevor from scrap? Who's Trevor?
Oh, Trevor is a traction engine who works at the Vicarage Orchard.
Oh,
And yes, I remember saving him from scrap. He's a very kind engine.
what engine?
A traction engine.
I never actually heard of those. I never heard of those.
Well, they're a kind of steam engine that has a little flywheel on one side of them, and while there are some traction engines that do run on rails, Trevor runs on the ground. And he's quite useful, really.
So he's just another tractor.
Well, I wouldn't say that. He is running on rails or not, he's still a useful steam engine regardless.
I see. I don't see any more questions.
Well, I see one for Arthur.
Oh, yeah.
This one's from Spaceboy 34's Space Adventures. To Arthur, why do you like the smell of fish so much?
I hate the smell of fish.
Well, I would possibly say it reminds me of my old branch line. You see, I used to work close to the sea, near Birmingham, so I suppose it reminds me of home.
I'll never understand. And anyone who likes working with fish, smelly creatures. Alfred, in case you've forgotten, there is an engine here who actually pulled a fish train. Oh, you mean the flying kipper? I've heard all about that, Henry.
Yes, and it's a very important train, I must say.
Even important enough that you don't even finish that sentence, Alfred. I know what you're about to say.
Let's see.
Yep.
Okay, this one is from Cledio Studios. to Eric. Have you ever caused an accident or mistake from being clumsy?
Oh, yes. Sorry about that, Henry.
Oh no, that's quite alright, Eric. It could have happened to any engine.
Would you mind if I tell it?
Oh no, you can tell away.
Well, it was after I came to Sodor. I didn't wait to get a brake van when I pulled a long train full of stone. I left it out on the main line to help Edward, and, well, I was able to move it out of the way without Henry hitting it, but because of my actions, he braked so hard that his wheels became square.
Oh dear.
And again, I'm very sorry, Henry.
Oh no, that's quite alright. I mean, it did cost a lot of money to replace them, but, forgive and forget.
Indeed.
I suppose.
Natrain as Henry. Why did you move to Vickerstown? Wait. Besides Edward, you moved too?
Of course. I mean, Rebecca now takes my spot. Anyway, to answer your question, it's more economical for me, you see. I usually have to stay up really late, and I had to stay up very late for my flying kipper, and I have to start from Titmouth all the way to Vickerstown. So it makes sense that I sleep at Vickerstown, that way I don't have to travel all the way back to Titmouth and be tired the next day.
Fair enough.
And just by curiosity, where in Vickerstown do you sleep?
Well, the Roundhouse, of course. I mean, we haven't been there for years, but it's a very good old place.
And you sleep there by yourself?
Oh no, I have company. I have company from Rosie. She became the station pilot.
Who is Rosie?
Rosie's a red engine who likes to shunt trucks all the time.
Another red engine?
Well,
Someone
she
tells me
was
that James has
pink.
competition.
Well, technically she was lavender before painted pink, but, well, red, but close enough.
I still miss her being painted pink. No offense.
Technically it was lavender, but
Mm.
It's a pinkish color. All the same.
it's more like a purplish pink, but
Do we have to argue about what color it is? Lavender, pink. They're basically they're the same. So let's just move on.
Well, I mean, I did hear one time you were painted blue, and another time black.
Okay, I was never painted black, but blue. Ugh, disgusting color for my taste. It's okay for some of you engines, but I prefer my apple green paint.
Well, there was nothing wrong with blue for me, even though if me and Gordon looked exactly the same, but
and
I like
besides,
green.
I used to be painted red before coming to Sodor, and there's nothing wrong with changing your liveries every now and then.
Oh, Alfred, it looks like there's someone who sent you a question by the name of Electro Gamer.
Oh, and what'd he say?
Why don't you read it?
All right. To Alfred, why are you better than Timothy? Who? Timothy.
Oh, guys, why did all the lights just turn off?
Driver, I swear, if you shut down the lights, Alfred, I'm in your cab for all this time. I'm like I said, there's a storm coming.
Where's everybody's drivers? Where's everybody's drivers?
Eric, calm down. It's just a power outage.
Don't. What?
Huh?
The
Huh?
heck?
Who's there?
Carefully, Alfred. You may have taken my spotlight, but rest assured, I will reclaim my title. Just you wait.
Wait, you're this Timothy? A cheap silver knockoff of Thomas?
Alfred, don't defend him.
Knockoffs. Heed my warning, Alfred. You will be nothing like me. You do not know anything about me. I will find you, and the next time I see you, you will be dead.
Nope.
Oh, that was weird.
He's gone.
Well, that was weird.
I think I'll just see ashes all over the floor.
Oh dear.
I think my tender just leaked water.
Oh boy.
Alfred, I'd watch my back if I were you.
Anyway, is that it for everyone? Did everyone answer their questions?
I think I'm too scared to go on.
Indeed. Well, to be honest, I had to get back to the main. I had to get back to the main. I'm only spending the night here on Sodor, but then I'm going back tomorrow. And since it is getting late, and since there is a storm approaching,
Yeah, I think it's best for me to head back to Wellsworth too.
okay, so since I'm like a guest here, allow me to end this. Since I'm way too scared to even answer any more questions.
Very well then. If you insist.
Well, anyway, thank you all for watching this final live stream. Is it called? I can't finish my sentence. Oh, for heaven's sakes! I'll do it for you, Alfred. Anyway, sorry, I was a little scared, so I'll finish off for him. Thank you all for watching this final live stream of our Q&A questions. So yeah, unknowingly, it's unknown if we're ever gonna come back with something new. But just in case, just keep a lookout. But for now, this would be the last time you see us for quite some time. So yeah, this is Alfred's driver along with Alfred, and our friends Eric, Henry, Gordon, Edward, Arthur, and Nicholas, and Deal 10, and a former appearance, and a little appearance by Timothy, saying thank you all for watching, and hope to see you. And well, don't know. Like I said, I don't know when we're ever gonna see you guys again. So yeah, all I can say is thank you all for all those for all those live streams that we ever did together, and hopefully we'll come back stronger than ever. So until then, bye everyone.
Goodbye.
Goodbye, everybody.
Bye.
Yeah.